Today we'll be ranking who I think will win each NBA award for next season, for the 2022 NBA season. So first of all, before I start, I'm going to say how I'm going to rank them. I'm going to have a dark horse, the guy who will be the runner-up, and the guy who will be the favorite. Dark horse to me is somebody that can easily not even finish in the top 5. But if they do finish in the top 5, I think that they could win MVP. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Okay, going on to MVP, the biggest award in the world. My dark horse is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid will forever be a great center scorer and a great defensive player and will win a lot of games in the regular season. The 76ers have always been a really good regular season team. The playoffs is a whole different beast, but Joel Embiid to me will still average like that 30 and 11 on 60% true shooting percentage like he did last year. And he's a dark horse to me because if the 76ers don't play well because of the Ben Simmons problem and Ben Simmons saying that he doesn't want to return to training camp, then I feel like the Sixers can drop to like the 6 or 7 seed. But if he comes back and they're motivated, I think they could have another shot at the 1st seed. My second placement for the MVP is Nikola Jokic. The reason I don't have him first is that he won't have the narrative on his side. Nikola Jokic will have the narrative in the fact that Jamal Murray's hurt until the All-Star game. I think he's coming back around February. But the reason why Nikola Jokic is not winning MVP is because of this man, Stephen Curry. We all know Stephen Curry is the best player in the land, but he also has some bias towards him. He's won MVPs in the past. He's won championships in the past. And also, him winning this MVP would be so great on his resume. Look, yeah, I won an MVP with the 2015 Warriors, who were a deep team with a great roster. I won an MVP with the 2016 Warriors, which was one of the greatest teams ever. And look, I won all these championships with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. But now, if he comes back after that era is all finished and the dynasty looks like it's done and wins an MVP, it'll be great for his resume, and I feel like he could do it. Last season, he had an all-time great season for a point guard, and he will do the same thing this year too. But I think he will especially get it considering that everybody loves Stephen Curry. Defensive Player of the Year. I'm going to start off with my dark horse, and he shouldn't be a dark horse, but he will be, and that is Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is my dark horse because of one reason and one reason only. That narrative that he sucks in the playoffs will hang over his head. Right now, he is a 3-time DPOY. They will not give him to him 4 times if he doesn't make a finals run or some shit. So, he's a dark horse, not because he's not one of the best defenders in the league, but because that narrative against him is going to be so thick when they're voting for him. My second favorite for the DPOY is Giannis Antetokounmpo. However, though, I could obviously still see Giannis not even being top 5 in this race because after winning a championship, teams tend to just like rest their star players and just focus a lot more on the postseason. That being said, if it's not Giannis in that second place, I can see it being Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac is a pick nobody talks about, but when he's healthy, to me, he's a top 5 defender in the league. And also on the Magic, he can anchor some good players on defense. Jalen Suggs is not expected to be good on defense. Neither is Markelle Fultz. And him in a front court with Mo Bamba can be amazing defensively. And John Isaac, I expect a lot from him defensively considering he was so good defensively when he was healthy. And then my favorite for Defensive Player of the Year is Anthony Davis. Why I think he's a favorite is because I think he wants to prove himself. It's not that he hasn't won a ring. He's won a ring. He was almost a Finals MVP. AD has heard a lot of chatter of him not being top 10, and people are really like pushing that agenda that he's not top 10, and he doesn't want to hear that shit. A couple years ago, he was known as like the second best player in the league and the best power forward in the league. So Anthony Davis does not want to hear that. He's going to go hard on defense, hard on offense this year. The Lakers might get the 1 seed because they are so motivated to prove people wrong from what was their somewhat embarrassing finish last season. Let's go to most improved player. For this, every season, it is so unexpected. My dark horse is MPJ. People can really see this guy being most improved player. Now, last season, he had the second most efficient 19-point per game season besides Wilt Chamberlain, which that's going to be hard to improve on. But I think that with the voting, they really only look at points per game. If MPJ comes out this season and sees that Jamal Murray's out and decides to take so much of the shots, I feel like he could average like 25, 26. 26 points per game from 19 points per game will be a most improved player season. But he's my dark horse because I also don't really expect that in Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. is a great scorer, but sometimes I think he gets a little bit shy. That's what he did in the playoffs. He had 26 points in the first half against the Trailblazers and attempted 3 shots with no makes in the second half of Game 6. My second favorite for MIP is Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert is a 3-level scorer who's improving on his efficiency, and he looked pretty damn good in Indiana. Why I think he can be MIP is that if the Pacers make a playoff push, they kind of need an award. When you see a team that's not expected to make a playoff push, they get an award. And I think Karis LeVert can be that, considering he's an improving small forward. And also, I mean, he has a lot more shots in Indiana. He was in Brooklyn with D'Angelo Russell. Okay, he got a good amount of shots. Then he was in Brooklyn with like Kyrie and Kevin Durant. And then he comes to Indiana, and his first option is Domantas Sabonis, which is a pass-first power forward. Karis LeVert should get a lot more shots. And my favorite for most improved player is Darius Garland. I think people really just sweep under the table what Darius Garland did last season. He averaged like 17 points and 6 assists, shooting 40% from 3. He was amazing last season, and he was the best player on the Cavs last season. Not Colin Sexton, not Jared Allen. Darius Garland has improved amazingly and is one of the best playmakers like in the whole East. And I think he can be the MIP because I think he can kick it up to 20 points and 8 assists a night with Evan Mobley coming in. And then Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year races are always so simple each year. It's like choose the top 3 picks and just put them in for your picks for Rookie of the Year. And I have a similar thought process. But my dark horse is Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson will probably not win it because he's not getting enough playing time on the Atlanta Hawks. But he's my favorite prospect in the draft, so I had to throw him in there. He plays good defense. He shoots the 3. He's very athletic. Jalen Johnson in the Summer League was great. I think it can somewhat translate to his rookie season. My second favorite for the Rookie of the Year is Jalen Green. And Rookie of the Year to me, half of the time is just a points per game award. And that's why I think Jalen Green would be second. Not that I think he'll be the second best rookie because I think it'll be Evan Mobley, but his shooting and his scoring will be a lot. I mean, he's going to take a lot of the shots. He's going to average around 19 points per game. Make sure you go check out my rookie predictions video. And my Rookie of the Year is Cade Cunningham. He has the ball to himself in Detroit. Like in Houston, Jalen Green doesn't have the same thing. I mean, Christian Wood needs his touches. Kevin Porter Jr. going to take the ball out of your hands. But who is going to take the ball out of Cade's hands? Nobody. So Cade should go off. I think he's gonna average like 17, 6, and 6. But hey, don't take it from me. Take it from me when I made my rookie prediction video. And then Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year is also another award where we really don't expect. Like, who expected Jordan Clarkson to win Sixth Man of the Year this year? Nobody. That's why my dark horse is Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is the definition of a great sixth man. In the playoffs, he played really well, and he kind of outplayed Ben Simmons. But not only that, Tyrese Maxey scores a lot of points and comes off the bench. That is 2 of the biggest things you need in a Sixth Man of the Year, and I think he can do that because the 76ers should win a lot of games if they keep Ben Simmons or if they trade for Damian Lillard. Then my second favorite is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose came into the Knicks and to me was the best player on the Knicks since he got traded there. He was the most impactful player. You can say Julius Randle was cool too. Yeah, sure. Okay. But Derrick Rose was the guy who took him to the playoffs and played pretty well in the playoffs. I expect him to be Sixth Man of the Year. In second place. And my favorite for Sixth Man of the Year is Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is getting pretty fucking old. But last year he had like a 70% effective field goal percentage. Like, who does that shit? And the only reason he didn't win Sixth Man of the Year was points per game, bro. Like, he was literally the Sixth Man of the Year, and Jordan Clarkson took it away from him because he just had more points per game. That was the most bullshit race I've seen in a minute. Joe Ingles for Sixth Man of the Year. Coach of the Year. I don't have any dark horses or runner-ups. I just think it's going to be Monty Williams. The Suns, they felt some defeat this year. You know, they were the second seed, and then they run into the fucking Bucks in the finals and blow a 2-0 lead. They're heartbroken. They want to prove themselves. They're motivated. They're young. They should be the first seed in the West and probably the first seed in the whole league. So Monty Williams will win that award. Monty Williams has turned this team on its back from those days where they were losing. Now they're winning and getting to the finals in the first year that they make the playoffs since that Steve Nash era. And then the last award I'll go over is Finals MVP. I said the Nets would win the championship in my predictions video. Make sure you go check that out. And with that, I think James Harden will win the Finals MVP because he is the best playmaker on that team. He's the second best scorer on that team. And he is, to me, the second best player on that team. And he has a shot at being the best player on that team. James Harden is an absolute menace offensively and will get the stats, the points, the rebounds, the assists, the efficiency. He will get all that in the finals. So I think he will win Finals MVP. Anyway, thank y'all for watching the video. This is 2 days in a row. I'm going to try and upload more often. You know what I mean? I love doing YouTube, but I do got a packed schedule. But yeah, with that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see y'all next time.
I don't want your bitch, that's why I gave her back. It was boring and I do not be with that. Smoking on this tree, I eat with the cat. It be around me cause I don't trust a soul.